A lot of talk about Snow White flopping. A lot of talk about Snow White flopping. And yet, it made $43 million domestically. $43 million? That's a flop. And $44 million overseas. So that means it's made $87 million. It's made $87 million, and people are calling it a flop. When it came to last year, you had only 3 movies that made the $100 million mark. Godzilla v. Kong, Kung Fu Panda 4, and Dune 2. Dune 2, Kung Fu Panda 4, Godzilla v. Kong. I haven't even seen any of these movies. But I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're fantastic. I'm sure they're wonderful. Kung Fu Panda, Dune 2, Godzilla v. Kong. They sound like they would be fantastic movies. But you're comparing something that happened last year, 100 million mark. They've already made $87 million. They're on their way to making whatever money they're going to make. I just saw the live action, the CGI version of Lion King. It was terrible. The CGI of Lion King was fucking awful. The animated version was better, and that movie made $191 million. And it was fucking crap. $191 million, and it was fucking crap. And then I just realized that there's Beauty and the Beast, and then there's Dumbo. They came out with Dumbo. And then there was Snow White and the Huntsman. And then there was the Huntsman Winter's War. Did you ever see these damn movies? They're very forgettable. And here's Snow White, the version of 2000 and 2004. You ever seen this Snow White? Talk about a flop. It was actually such a big flop. It was 2006. I told you the wrong year and you had no fucking clue because you've never seen it. Now that's a flop. That's a flop. But actually in terms of YouTube, it's got, 3.4. It's got, over 3,000 likes. But in terms of, I guess, fucking $100 million, is it going to make $100 million? No, it's not going to make $100 million. You have Gal Gadot, a lot of talk about, free Palestine, but that's why I like Rachel Zegler. Gal Gadot, I'd have been at this damn protest.
To protest.
She wants to steal more land.
Fame ceremony.
As Hollywood residents, we're not going to stand for this. We're going to come, we're going to make no noise, and we're going to let her know, and we're going to let Hollywood know that this is not acceptable. And we're not going to stand for this as Palestinians.
Gal Gadot is a racist. Gal Gadot is a Zionist.
At the same time,
I like it. Gal Gadot is a racist. Gal Gadot is a Zionist. 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 TRT World also, picked us up.
We're not going to
all this talk about Rachel Zegler. What about Gal Gadot? She had wooden acting. She was a terrible actress. She's perfect, enemy. And then all the controversy and all the hoopla. You don't think that there's going to be This is Backlash. This is over Backlash. Your over Backlash is going to get people to go out to the damn theaters. Mark my words.
And we're going to let her know, and we're going to let Hollywood know that this is not acceptable. And we're not going to stand for this as Palestinians.
Gal Gadot is a race.
So, Peter Dinklage, he made some interesting comments. I'm not going to play any of this shit because they want to fucking copyright shit. Peter Dinklage just said that they're going to have a Latino woman who plays Snow White, which is progressive, but then they're going to keep the 7 dwarves. So they're doing something regressive combined with being progressive. Is that somehow to just, so they meet zero, right? You go 3 steps forward and then 3 steps back, and you just basically start out at where you it's status quo antebellum. Why did we start the War of 1812? It made no sense. All we did was just go back. Let's just go back to how things were. Does that make it easier? Wee Man says, you're taking away jobs from us little people. Us little people should have been in those roles. What the fuck? What the fuck? Let's compare these box offices, right? Snow White made $42 million. Just Tuesday, they made $4 million. Did you make $4 million? And then Black Bag. How come nobody's shitting on Black Bag? Why'd they only make $661,000? That's a flop. Black Bag, that's too fucking woke. Novocaine, that's DEI higher. That's DEI, that's affirmative action right there. 593. Mickey 17, that's, what? Too much acid, that's too much technology. What else can we blame it on, huh? Fucking shit, man. Like, fucking shit, man. Let's look at all these numbers. So you have Moana 2, which made, $460 million. Is that worldwide? I don't know. It's total gross. So Sonic the Hedgehog 3 made $236 million. Let's just talk about the blockbusters, right? Over $100 million. Which ones made $100 million? All these are fucking, The Unbreakable Boy, Night of the Zoopocalypse, On Becoming a Guinea Fowl. And then with all this talk, some of these damn movies can't even get into the fucking movie theaters. No Other Land. Where is No Other Land at? How come no fucking American distributors have the goddamn confidence or the courage to show No Other Land? Huh? Americans don't thirst for the truth. They don't want a truth. They don't want to know, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Is that what you're trying to tell me? From Ground Zero. Where is Ground Zero at? No Other Land, it's saying it made $1.7 million. But that's what, in 8 theaters? Fucking 3 theaters? 130 theaters. Meanwhile, you have, The Day the Earth Blew Up, that's in 2,703 theaters. One of Them Days made $49 million. Mufasa the Lion King made $253 million. Last Breath? What is this, $20 million? What is Last Breath? Do you even know? Where they go down underwater or some shit? Oh, look, I'm underwater. Big whippity skippity doodah day. Locked. It just opened and look, it's only got, it didn't even make $1 million. Locked isn't doing very. Paddington in Peru, you'd think it would be kicking ass, but it's been out there for 6 weeks. 6 weeks and made $43 million, which I think is impressive. But Snow White made $42 million. Snow White's almost broke Paddington Bear. Paddington Bear's been out for 6 fucking weeks. The Last Supper, and that's not even the good one. It's actually been out for 2 weeks. No, The Chosen, the Last Supper is coming out tomorrow. So this fucking Last Supper is like trying to get in there and take money that isn't really theirs. This isn't. Ugh. This made $5 million. Whatever. Dogman has made $95 million. Dogman. Why don't we sew the head of a dog onto a man and it's a cartoon and then we all can laugh? How come these cartoons, fucking kick live action's ass? And then Disney does need to come up with their own shit. They do need to come up with brand new stuff. They just keep repackaging their old stuff and then get people to be. The Monkey made $37 million. It's original. Stephen King. The Day the Earth Blew Up, $6 million. The Alto Knights, $3 million. Mickey 17, it's $40 million. It's flop. What a flop. Mickey 17, it only made $40 million. What a flop. This is the worst flop in the history of flops. Snow White, what a flop. Get the fuck out of here. They're just saying, they did spend $270 million and then, compared to the other Disney movies and their other it's almost like they're pushing for this narrative. They're saying this shit, and it's entertainment. Entertainment is different than fucking politics. Politics, you don't have to do right. You don't have to do good. You can just text all your war planes and bomb a fucking country that doesn't deserve to be bombed because they're defending Palestine, and nobody gives a fuck. But when it comes to movies, you actually got to have something that's interesting, that's funny, a story that people like. Novocaine, well, what a flop. The other Novocaine only made $15 million. Captain America, it's only made $192 million, but it's been out there for 6 weeks. What a flop. Oh, man. Black Bag, $14 million. What a fucking flop. What are any of these movies? Black Bag, how the hell are these movies even staying, have any staying power? Mickey 17, talk about some. Novocaine seems like an interesting concept. The Day the Earth Blew Up, they're going to make some decent money. Paddington in Peru should actually be doing better. Dogman, I'm actually happy that Dogman is killing it. Magazine Dreams, I like the idea. I like the concept. But I feel like it's going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to make you think. So I'm a little afraid for Magazine Dreams. But I myself would like Magazine Dreams. And that's another thing. People are so fucking unique to think that there's going to be one goddamn motherfucking blockbuster film that's just going to appeal to anyone and every one of us is fucking crazy. Opus? You know, where is Mr. Holland's Opus at? Nobody knows. October 8th? What is October 8th even about? No Other Land? Again, No Other Land only has 130 theaters compared to, 2,000, 1,000 theaters. So you're not even giving No Other Land a fucking chance. And even with its 130 theaters, it's made over $1 million fucking bucks. If I made a goddamn, movie and I made $1 million fucking bucks, 1.7 million, I'd feel like, man, I'm fucking on my way. If I made a movie, I guess I've never had $270 million to make a movie. Becoming Led Zeppelin and Nora. So, Sonic the Hedgehog, Hard Eyes, I'm not sure what I'm saying at this point. Riff Raff. Riff Raff has been out there for 4 weeks and it's only made $1.8 million. This is a Bill Murray movie. That looked really fucking good, but it's only in 13 theaters. Why is Riff Raff only in 13 theaters? There's a lot of politics with this damn distribution where, what movies get to a theater near you, playing in a theater near you. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. The Boondock Saints, a 2025 re-release. I don't know why they even did that. $5,000, yeah, no wonder. The Boondock Saints, that's a fucking flop. There's a fucking flop. Oh, Canada, The Visitor, The Nature of Love. I've never even heard of these damn things. Talk about a flop. You never even heard of the fucking thing? Oh, yeah. Black Bag, intelligence agent Catherine Woodhouse, suspected of betraying her nation. Her husband, also a legendary agent, faces the ultimate test of whether to be loyal to his marriage or his country. Which is it? My marriage or my country? I don't know. I love my country, but I love pussy more. Or do I love the American flag more? I sure love American flag, but man, this goddamn El Salvador pussy. Black Bag. Why? Okay, so Mickey 17, where this guy just keeps fucking dying. He's known as an expendable, goes on a dangerous journey to colonize an ice planet. It's kind of sick. It's kind of fucked up and sick. They just keep on, they push this guy out there and then he dies and then they push another one out. They keep cloning them. They just keep printing them off like a fucking printer. And they said, how does it feel? I mean, if you're a clone of a clone, even if you're a brand new clone, you have your own soul. So the new clone wouldn't have the experiences of the other clone, and the new clone would be a new fucking person. So, it just feels gross to me. I mean, if it was a comedy, maybe I could stomach it, but I don't think it. Novocaine, that seems interesting. He's incapable of feeling pain. He turns his rare condition into an unexpected advantage. Yeah, that actually looked pretty good. So, hopefully Novocaine kicks some ass. The Day the Earth Blew Up. Looney Tunes, again, cartoons. Well, cartoons. I mean, where the fuck is... You could do a lot with cartoons. But it kind of says something about America. That's, give me the truth. That's why I would love to see No Other Land. I like cartoons. I actually watched those Boonie Bears. And I liked one of the fucking movies of the Boonie Bears. And Dogman, and fucking Paddington, they all look good. And then with cartoons, you can make it exactly, perfect. And then you can have more, you can make it a cartoon match your imagination, as best as you can. CGI technology is decent, but it's not perfect. And until it's perfect, you better just get on down the road there, Jack Sparrow. Get on down the road. Dogman. I love that Dogman's killing it. Dogman is kicking ass. But it's been out there for 7 weeks, right? So I guess that's a flop, right? It's only made up $96 million. What a flop. $130 million worldwide. What a flop. I think people need to get a hold of themselves and have some perspective, and I hope that all this fucking hoopla around Snow White, I hope that there's a pushback to the pushback, because you motherfuckers are stupid, and your all's values are crap, and you don't know what's important in life. So it's like, you motherfuckers, you got your election, and now you're trying to say you're the fucking cultural domination. You know, what's wrong with diversity? What the fuck is wrong with diversity? You know, maybe liberals haven't been respecting your white men, white people, but there's a lot of fucking racist bullshit out there, and really, I hate the designation of white and black anyways. I need to come up with like 8 beautiful colors. Beige, you know? Beige, peach, pink, peach. Are these not the actual colors that we all are? To say, well, you're fucking white as snow. Nobody is white as snow. If you're white as snow, then you got some fucking melatonin issues. You got some genetic issues. You know, you can't, you'll get sunburnt as soon as what? You just look out the window? Where am I going with this? I don't know. I'm just, have some fucking perspective. It's almost like they're overly joyous that Snow White isn't making a $200 million as soon as it comes out of the fucking theaters. But did you really think it was going to be? And then so far, Captain America, you know, is winning with $193 million. Snow White looks like it's going to beat Captain America. And I'm not sure if we've had any 100 million, you know, over the 3-day weekend. Has there been any $100 million movies this year? Wicked did pretty good. Sonic the Hedgehog eventually broke 100 million. Mufasa the Lion King. The Dogman is, you know, on its way, but it didn't do it in 3 days. It's a flop. It's only made $87 million. That is a flop. No, the movie that you never heard of, that's a fucking flop. 2006, Snow White, that was a flop. Snow White and the Huntsman, I want to like Snow White and the Huntsman, but it was a flop as well. The Woman in the Yard, how many people is going to go out and see The Woman in the Yard? And then The Death of a Unicorn, like where is The Death of a Unicorn at? Has it come out yet? The Death of a Unicorn. Should I type it in just to see where it's at? And then Woman in the Yard. They're saying that it hasn't been released yet. Oh, it's supposed to be released tomorrow. Okay, so, you know, talk about something that's going to flop. I would be very shocked to see. And then what about The Woman in the Yard? You know, it actually looked like a pretty decent, scary movie. It's a thriller, but it's kind of a dumb concept. Like somehow this woman in the yard can move the shadows inside the house. It's gonna, you know, it's coming out tomorrow as well. So, you know, there's 2 flops. The Woman in the Yard is gonna flop, and The Death of a Unicorn is gonna flop. And I'm going to laugh so hard. I'm going to make so many videos about the flop of The Woman in the Yard. You all thought that you all was going to make your Woman in the Yard? Huh? You bunch of conservative, regressive, dumb motherfuckers with your dumb fucking ideas and your dumb fucking ways of fucking thinking, you stupid fucks. You dumb fascist motherfuckers, huh? Yeah, don't stand up to fascism. Just what? Fucking allow the woman in the yard to terrorize you and your family? I don't fucking think so. Wait, is this anti-fascism? Well, then I'm cheering for The Woman in the Yard. Isn't all movies anti-fascism? What fucking movie is like, and then the bad guys fucking won. And then the Nazis won the day, and everybody was happy. And they lived happily ever after. That will never happen. That will never fucking happen. Never, ever, 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 never, ever, lever. T-Bone Trevor with a lever in the nether region. Stephen. Heathen. Reading. Meeting. cheating, seething,